Welcome back, YouTube. Hiro here from First Timers Chef. Today, I'm going to be making chicken katsu. It's one of my all-time favorites, and I'm going to be making it for you guys today. So the ingredients I have here are 2 chicken thighs. I have an egg, some some flour. Just kidding, you guys, just flour, and some panko here. So I'm using Japanese style breadcrumbs, and if you guys care about using organic items only, this one is organic. It states here there are no hydrogenated oils, preservatives, or GMO ingredients used. And for the oil, I'm going to be using 100% pure almond oil. And I got it's in this jar, but flour, and it's also organic as well. My mom loves organic stuff. You know, if you guys are into that, it's good for you. I boiled some broccoli the other day, so I'm just gonna use that as leftover. So it's gonna be a pretty simple dish. So I'm just gonna get right to it. And again, if you guys have any questions, please make sure to leave the comments down below. And if you like what you're seeing, press that like button and subscribe. That'll help us. All right, cool. So enjoy while I get to work here. For the oil, I like to just fill the pan enough to submerge the chicken halfway and then just flip it. Some people like to pour a lot more oil, but for conservation purposes, that's all you pretty much need. Just half of it, and once it gets golden, you just flip it over. Should be enough. Also, it cooks faster that way. Don't want to be wasteful. So I'll turn this on when I'm ready for that. Let's go back over here. So this is for 2 people, obviously, 2 pieces of chicken. So you only need really pretty much 1 egg. And this is to help the chicken adhere to the panko. So first thing I'm gonna do is put the chicken on the flour. Make sure I get every part of it, because that's gonna help make the panko stick to it. So basically, egg will be in that texture. That's all I need that for. Alright, let's see here. Chicken cuts goes really well with kare. I just didn't want to make kare again for you guys, but this with kare is awesome. It's one of the best things ever. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so we got the flour, the panko, and the egg. So we're gonna be flour first, egg, panko, and then I'm gonna put it back on here and then put it on the fryer. Alright, so here goes nothing. So I already put salt and pepper on the chicken, and I just let it thaw out in the refrigerator. That's why you could see the pepper on there already. Doesn't take much to prepare this. See, I'm trying to coat it completely, so that way we don't have any spots without crunchiness. So I've only watched my mom do this a couple times, so maybe I might make some mistakes. So don't take everything I say as instruction, because this is all experimental and just for your entertainment. Okay. I'm just gonna leave this here for now. Actually leave that there. Got this guy. So some of you guys are wondering why I only cook for 2. I only cook for my dad, really, because my mom doesn't eat meat. She's a pescatarian. She'll only eat fish. She won't eat chicken, she won't eat steak. So that's one thing. I, for one, I don't know if I can do that. I have to eat steak. I will eat steak till the day I die. Even though they say meat is not good for you, I don't care. I feel different when I don't eat meat. I feel weak. Alright, so next stage is eggs. So you just dip it, coat the egg on there. It's all slimy. Feels gross. Much like the flour, you want to make sure you get every spot of the chicken. Alright, now. Alright, next is the panko, which is breadcrumbs. This is where I'm saying it gets messy. See what I'm saying? It's missing. So that part's not going to get crispy. Thought I got everything though, but maybe the egg washed it off. Yeah, this stuff tastes really good with kare, covering it with rice. It's like the ultimate dish. One of these days I will make that. But just like I said before, I already made kare, and that time I didn't have chicken to make this. So I was like, it's alright, we'll do an episode of kare and then we'll do a separate episode of chicken katsu. But you can combine them. It's good. If you haven't tried it, I recommend it. Alright, so that's ready. Let me just wash my fingers. So a good way to tell if the oil is ready, I mean, it doesn't boil like water. So since we're using breadcrumbs, you could just take a little piece, just like that, and then just throw it there, and if it bubbles, see that? You know it's ready to go. So I'm just gonna turn the heat down so it doesn't splatter all over. And here it goes. I'm using tongs. I feel like it's easier to use instead of chopsticks or your hand. Turn on the fan. As you can see, it's already turning golden. I mean, it doesn't take much. And you can see that it's getting half of it. I'm gonna end up flipping it over. I'm not gonna put the camera too close because this thing is starting to spit. I will protect it. I'm dropping it down to medium heat, just so it cooks the chicken well, instead of just burning the crust. I'm putting paper towels on this plate, so when I'm done, it'll absorb the oil from the chicken. Actually, wow, it's already looking golden. Let me just turn that over. See that? Didn't take long. Remember the stick method? This is one of those days, one of those times where you can use it. When you stick it through, and you pull it out, if you see bubbles coming through it, you know that portion of it is done. This is a pretty evenly cut chicken thigh. There's some parts that are thicker, you can tell because it's raised. Those are the ones where you gotta worry about. If you poke it and then you see the oils coming through, the bubbles, then you know that the rest is cooked. You could assume that the rest is cooked. That's just a tip that I learned. Right now it's not done yet, so I just wanted to show you guys. Woo. use this as a shield. I'd say it's almost done. So what I usually do, I'll let it drip as much as possible before putting it on the plate. Sorry, I might be shaking the camera. And then this looks good. So I don't know what you guys do with the oils, but we usually let it cool down and pour it into a bottle, an empty plastic bottle. Don't throw this down your sink, especially down the disposal, because it will clog it. Once it gets cold, it gels up, and then that's how you get clogs down your sink. I don't know if you guys knew that, but I know some people do it. I've seen some people do it, so I was just like, something doesn't sound right. Because when I worked on some houses before, that's what I noticed. We were changing disposal, and it's like some gummy, waxy material in the pipes. It's the oils that they just dump down the sink. Big no-no. Do not do that. So I'm gonna let this cool down for a couple minutes. I'm gonna cut it to check to make sure that it's good. If not, I'm gonna throw it back on the fryer. So let's just stay tuned. I'm gonna do a taste test. So good, so good. I wish I was making chicken katsu right now, because so good, so good. All right. Ow. Yum yum. Yum 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 yum. So good. So, with the just added a little color, that's why I had to give it the broccoli. So it's not done yet. Right now I'm about to use what's called Tonkatsu. Tonkatsu sauce. This is like a sweet, tangy kind of sauce and goes really well with this. You can use ketchup as well if you don't like tonkatsu. I don't know how else to explain what it tastes like. You gotta just try it. I'm sure you would like it. I mean, not a lot of people hate it. But just gonna pour some on here. I know it doesn't look pretty, but it's gonna taste good. All right, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode, or this episode. You know, it's a pretty easy dishes to make. It's perfect if you're single, like myself. You could just cook really easy, really quick and easy. And it was fun. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Help us, it's gonna help us make more content like this. And if you have any questions, make sure to comment below. And stay tuned till next time. Thanks for watching. First Timers out. Peace.